Lol JK. More shit coming soon.
It's the end of the year. It's the end.
Oh fuck, this script was actually finished a few days before the Swordmaster video went up, hence the soon bit of the credits. But in typical me fashion, I rewrote it over and over again without actually making any progress. If you've ever asked yourself, hey, why are there 3-month gaps between actual off-era uploads, 7-month gaps between actual off-era uploads? That's why it feels odd dropping the character and speaking as an actual person. I never really thought the channel would get to a point where this was necessary. So a huge thank you goes out to everyone that's ever shared my stuff, posted a comment, or just watched a video. It genuinely does warm my heart. Right now the channel is sitting at around 6,000 subscribers, which isn't huge by YouTube standards, but 6K people is a lot of people to stuff in a single room. So I feel as though I have an obligation to make my admittedly vague plans a little clearer. TLDR, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Mental health is no joke. DMC is taking a break. Expect more tone and structure variety from the channel. I'm opening a Patreon. And finally, expect more stuff in 2020. Over the past year I've jotted down or outright scripted a lot of ideas I thought would be interesting to cover. Simple guides for other games, animated stories, design docs, mental health, or really just about anything that came to mind. A lot of these docs are now sitting on my hard drive under the pretense that I'll get to them eventually, but really, I haven't touched them in ages and probably never will. So, leading into 2020, the channel is going through a few changes. Firstly, I want to be more active. I don't want to put myself under a hard 1 creation per month rule, but that's what I'm shooting for. This isn't an unreasonable expectation considering Swordmaster was finished in about 10 days of concentrated editing, which, wow, would you look at that, was exactly how long I delayed the DMC3 premiere for. The White Mage video is a really good, or rather really bad example of content bloat. If I don't place myself under any deadlines, I'll just keep delaying and editing something I don't think is fundamentally that great. I want to drop the unnecessary cycle of perfectionism and just release more stuff, which I think is a sentiment a lot of people agree with. Stuff is the highlight here. Every month, I'm going to devote myself to an idea, mostly videos, but it might be whatever other medium or idea that crosses my mind. Similar to how the channel's operated now. Sprinkled between those major releases is made on a whim shitpost content, just without the half-year interim. To help support the creation a month thing, I'm opening a Patreon that charges per major release. Major release being mainline content like garbage guides or other projects of similar effort, though not necessarily similar style. You can check it out in the description. Please don't feel pressured to donate. More videos are coming regardless of how well it takes off. There's only one real donation tier, and it unlocks behind-the-scenes bonus content like extra footage, docs, comments and any other to-be stuff. I'd like 2020, or at least the other half of it, to be a very experimental year where I'm not afraid to try stuff that might not necessarily work out. As much as I like DMC, I don't function well under creative lockdown, and I think that shows in just how long the wait for each garbage guide was. I'm hoping that if I let myself entertain even difficult-to-market ideas, my upload schedule will loosen up, and we might potentially stumble on another format that you folks like equally as well. These works might not be the most polished stuff I've ever made, but then neither was all the stuff I never released. I really like shitposting, but I don't want to limit myself to just jokey, snappy content, though that's what I'll continue to predominantly make anyway. That doesn't mean every video from here on will be a sap fest, but every now and then I'd like to dip into more serious topics. And if the experimentation doesn't work out, the garbage guides are a flexible enough series to fit into a lot of genres or ideas. I just don't want to muddle its identity since it's clear that the format works as is. Either way, I'm eager to release the backlog I've built up and get started on something new and interesting. Hopefully you folks continue to enjoy the new stuff, and if you're not interested, it's not like the wait between garbage guides can get any fucking worse.